9 foods that are pulling calcium from your bones. Number 9. High-sodium foods. The greater the amount of salt you consume, the more calcium you expel. A study released in December 2016 in the Asia-Pacific Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that Chinese men who regularly indulged in salty foods were more susceptible to osteoporosis, a condition characterized by bone thinning. Similarly, a study published in January 2017 in the journal Osteoporosis International found this association among postmenopausal women. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services warns that individuals with other conditions, such as high blood pressure, may need to further restrict their salt intake. Number 8. Alcohol. Looking for another reason to be cautious with alcohol? Dr. Cater points out that chronic and heavy alcohol consumption is a known contributor to low bone mass, reduced bone formation, an elevated risk of fractures, and delayed fracture healing. Surprisingly, this impact can occur at a younger age than expected. A study published in BMJ Open in October 2015 reported that healthy women aged 19 to 30 who consumed substantial amounts of alcohol had lower bone density scores than their counterparts who refrained from excessive drinking. For optimal bone health, it is advised to consume alcohol in moderation. The National Osteoporosis Foundation recommends limiting alcohol intake to no more than 2 to 3 glasses per day. Number 7. Sugary snacks. It's crucial to remind oneself not to overindulge in sugar, especially for those with a sweet tooth. While there is no proven link between sugar and its adverse effects on bones, Heidi Skolnick, a senior nutritionist at the Women's Sports Medicine Center at the Hospital for Special Surgery in New York and a trustee of the National Osteoporosis Foundation, emphasizes that harm to bones may result from excessive consumption of added sugar coupled with insufficient intake of nutrient-rich foods. For an osteoporosis-friendly diet, consider satisfying sweet cravings with prunes, cranberries, and other fruits rich in antioxidants, essential nutrients that support bone health. Number 6. Legumes. Beans can hinder calcium absorption in your body. Dr. Cosman explains that pinto beans, navy beans, and peas contain high levels of substances called phytates, which can impede the body's ability to absorb the calcium present in these beans. Despite beans being rich in magnesium, fiber, and other nutrients beneficial for osteoporosis prevention and overall health, Dr. Cosman suggests that complete avoidance is unnecessary. Instead, she recommends reducing phytate levels by soaking beans in water for a few hours before cooking them in fresh water. Number 5. Soda. Consuming a substantial amount of soda may have adverse effects on your bone health. Dr. Cosman notes that drinking 7 or more colas per week is linked to a decrease in bone mineral density and an elevated risk of fractures. A study involving 73,000 postmenopausal women found a heightened risk of hip fracture among soda drinkers, whether the soda was regular or diet, cola or non-cola, and caffeinated or caffeine-free. Number 4. Inflammatory foods. Nightshade vegetables, including tomatoes, mushrooms, peppers, white potatoes, and eggplant, can induce bone inflammation leading to osteoporosis, according to Cater. However, these vegetables contain other vitamins and minerals that contribute to overall health, so complete avoidance is not necessary, much like with beans. Dr. Cosman suggests that as long as you ensure an adequate calcium intake of 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams daily, consuming these foods can still support good bone health. She emphasizes that individuals with a diet rich in produce, encompassing all fruits and vegetables, generally have better bones and experience fewer fractures. Number 3. Caffeine. Before indulging in a caffeine spree, it's worth reconsidering. A study released in October 2016 in BMC Musculoskeletal Disorders revealed that caffeine consumption contributed to low bone density among postmenopausal women. Dina Cater, an integrative nutrition consultant in Mount Kisco, New York, explains that caffeine extracts calcium from bones, diminishing their strength. In fact, approximately 6 milligrams of calcium are lost for every 100 milligrams of caffeine ingested. Furthermore, a study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition in January 2016 suggests that when combined with sugary foods, caffeine can have more pronounced effects on the bone health of postmenopausal women. To adhere to an osteoporosis prevention diet, it is advisable to opt for decaffeinated coffees and teas and limit the consumption of sugary foods, particularly those containing caffeine, such as chocolate. Number 2. Red meat. Excessive consumption of animal protein can also deplete calcium from your bones, according to Cater. Therefore, if you have osteopenia or osteoporosis, it's recommended to restrict red meat intake to 2 times a week and maintain small portions, 4 to 6 ounces. A study published in Advances in Nutrition in January 2017 found that reducing red and processed meats, as well as soft drinks, fried foods, sweets and desserts, and refined grains, positively impacted bone health. Number 1. Raw spinach. While rich, green raw spinach and Swiss chard contain bone-healthy calcium, they also harbor substances called oxalates, which can bind up the calcium and render it unavailable to the body. To enjoy the other health benefits of these vegetables and simultaneously prevent osteoporosis, Cosman recommends balancing them with foods that contain calcium readily absorbed by the body. For instance, if you eat spinach, the oxalates may hinder calcium absorption from the spinach, but adding some cheese to it allows for the absorption of calcium from the cheese, she explains. Please give us feedback in the comment section. Kindly like, comment, share, and subscribe for more quality videos. Thanks for tuning in.